Live. This is just going to be a test. It's only going to be a half hour long because I'm using the free version of this software, which is called LiveReacting Studio. Just found it the other day when I was poking around and thought I would give it a try and see what it will do. It has a couple of features that I'm hoping that somebody will eventually come in and hang out with me a little bit so that I can have a look at some of these features. Like it has a giveaway feature and a trivia game feature, which won't be much fun to play by myself, but if I can get someone else to come in here, that will be fantastic. And while I'm waiting for someone to show up and say something to me, hopefully somebody within the half hours that I'm going to be live is going to show up. But in the meantime, I can't see what it says because it's a T-shirt that I just printed out, and I'm going to peel it or weed it. They call it weeding. One of these days, I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to start doing my Techie Tuesdays again. I know I haven't actually streamed on a regular basis for like 3 years. Hey, Troy, good to see you. I am testing out some new software. Hi, Eric. Good to see you too. Yay! So now there's 2 people I can try to do stuff. This is some fun new software. So far, I'm only using the free plan because I want to try it out first and see if it's worth going to the paid plan. Money is always tight, especially now that we have moved and my business is closed and I'm not working anymore. So I need to do something with this YouTube channel. And hopefully I can have some fun giveaways and trivia games and all kinds of fun stuff going on here. Hi, Penny. Oh, Penny is giving her dog baths. Now, I wonder, the one thing that I'm not liking about this, although it should be showing, hi, Auntie's World. Good to see you. Angel, right? Is that the right name? I think it's Angel. Anyway, I think Penny says that she is giving her dogs some baths. So although the chat does show up, it doesn't give me the option of highlighting someone's chat, which I do kind of like. Let's see what happens. I want to look at all layers, and I'm going to try to add the trivia game layer. Starting in 2 minutes. So let me, I think I have to give you guys a link. So copy the link. And can I put it in chat? I can put it in chat over here on YouTube. And let's see if this trivia game works. I have no idea if it will work or not. None at all. So it'll be interesting to see if it does. That could make it fun if it does. Now, the questions are super easy. They're just about my channel and me. So let's go ahead, and it says I can skip to question 1. So I don't know, is there anybody here playing? I don't know if I can tell. I can't see if anybody is in playing or not. This doesn't let me see that. So, but let's go ahead and skip to question 1. See what happens. I know y'all can't see me now. Oh, well, that's weird. The trivia game is not showing on your screen. It's only showing on my screen. So that's not going to be very much fun, is it? So this is going to start in 23 seconds. Maybe it will pop up on the screen when it starts. I can hope. I don't know. I could be doing something totally wrong. Let's see. I'm planting seeds. Can't play. No worries, Troy. I don't think it's actually going to play anyway, which is kind of weird. Can I? Oh, stay tuned. I've seen it just says starting again. Pause the game. Resume the game. That's just kind of weird, huh? I don't know. Maybe I need to go to the website. Let's see what happens if I go there. Continue. Choose an account. Did anybody else click on the link? Just curious. Doesn't really matter if you did or not. I'm just curious to see what happened. If it actually does anything or not. It's not doing anything. Even signed in on the, hey, Beverly. Even I'm signed in on the site and it's still not giving me anything to play with. So that, okay, let's remove that because that seemed to be a total waste of time. Sorry, guys. It was fun while it lasted, or it wasn't fun while it lasted because it didn't do anything. So that was weird. Oh, okay, let's do this again. I'm playing with layouts. So let's do this one. There we go. Okay, so I don't know. It that didn't work at all. So that was very disappointing. Let's look. So the trivia game didn't work at all. I wonder if the giveaway will do anything. We'll try that in a little bit. How much more time? Oh, let's see. We're only at 7 minutes, so we have 22 minutes left. So what should we talk about? Guys, what are you up to this week? I finally got a hold of Social Security and got my address changed. We actually had to go there to try and get our address changed, and they changed our banking information, but for some reason didn't change Dave and I's addresses. So stuff that was coming from Social Security was still going to our Canadian address, which we just discovered yesterday because we got some mail from Social Security still going to, that's been forwarded. Thank goodness we did the forward on our mail, and we did it for 6 months. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Beverly. I missed you guys. Sorry. Playing with this new software. I'm not sure I'm super impressed with it yet. The trivia game didn't seem to do anything. It just says it's starting. You guys can't even see it, which is just weird. Oh, look, now it's showing. Oh. That's too weird. Oh, but this window here is dead. That does say it's going to start. But again, when I clicked on the link to go there, it doesn't let me do anything. Well, we'll give it a minute. It says it's going to start up in 30 seconds. So let's see if it does. We'll give it another. Oh, so one says 13, one says 33. I don't know. It's just too weird. It's supposed to be easier than this, guys. Has anybody tried this software? It's called LiveReacting. Oh, look, something happened. I don't know if there's anybody over on the LiveReacting studio. Is that, oh, look at that. I can actually pick. I don't know if anyone else is over there, but I'll pick an answer. At least Canada Post is forwarding. Yes, Yes, which means that they haven't completely shut down, although it takes a few weeks to get stuff from there to here. So I don't know why the trivia game didn't work before, but now it seems to be working. But let's see if anybody but me answered anything. I don't know if anybody went there. It wasn't advertised as a 100%. I'm the only one who answered. Okay, well, that's okay. At least we know it works. So if I decide to ever do a trivia night, I can actually do it. So I'm actually going to pause the game and hide the layer. I put myself back up here. Yeah. Hi, Misha. Well, so at least we know that works, even though there is quite a bit of a delay in there. It does at least work. So that's a good thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I didn't see your whole post. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure that I will use this software again because there's a few things that I'm not liking. So when I look in my window at Jennifer Ocean Homestead's comment, all I can see is at least Canada Post is forwarding. I had to go over to my actual YouTube channel to be able to see her whole post, which it won't let me share with you, which is disappointing. But it says at least Canada Post is forwarding mail. They won't let her buy U.S. stamps or send anything to the U.S. temporarily because of how ridiculous customs has gotten. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That was why I actually stopped sending prize winnings and anything to the United States before we moved down here because it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous the things that you made you do from Canada, and then they wanted me to download this app, and this really irritated me, Jennifer. I don't know if you ran into this too, but they have this app that you're now supposed to download before you can get an address label to ship anything to the United States. Well, so this app, what it's supposed to do is determine whether or not you owe duty or tariffs, which people don't owe tariffs. Companies and countries owe tariffs. People don't, but that's a whole other story. Um, where was I going with that? Oh, just that so you go to this app, and even if you don't owe any duty on what it is that you're sending, the app itself wants to charge you $4 just for looking up whether you owe duty or not. And you cannot get a shipping label unless you pay that $4 fee, another government tax fee on top of your shipping fee. Yeah, that's what I said. I said I am not sending anything up there. That's just ridiculous. Hello, sifting some soil. I do not remember your name. I'm sorry. Sifting some soil and more. I know your channel, but I don't remember your name. I'm really bad with that. Yeah, so I mean, I felt bad. I told people I actually only had one gift because I stopped giving them away at the giveaways for survival seeds. I stopped giving stuff away because of the whole shipping thing. But I did have one to Lori at It All Adds Up, and I just asked her to wait until we got moved down here, and thankfully she was willing to do that. So I didn't have to pay extra taxes and extra fees, and who knows what they're charging to ship anything from Canada right now. It's ridiculous. It's the whole government's reaction you know, to Trump. And Trump, who's been in office for a year, and Canada's been going into the crapper for 10 years because of political mismanagement. to say the very least. I probably shouldn't talk about this on my live stream because I'll get dinged for having things that are controversial on my live stream. That would be bad. Anyway, so this is what I'm peeling. It's the start of it. It's for my hairstylist that I waited, what was it, 11 months that I didn't cut my hair, or 10 months that I didn't cut my hair because I couldn't find anybody in Canada that I liked. So I just didn't have it cut, and I know it looked horrible for a while. Now I love it. I think it's super cute, and it's got a little bit of color in it. And yeah, so I'm making her a t-shirt to say thank you. And she doesn't know this yet, but I do. Yeah, until the custom issues are resolved, now I don't have to worry about it. Now I can ship stuff to the U.S. with no problem, but I will not be shipping anything up to Canada. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. So I may rethink that statement, because I haven't looked into shipping anything from Canada from the United States up to Canada to see if it's the same kind of an issue that they put in up in Canada, it's ridiculous. They need to figure something else. I wonder how much money they have lost in people stopping shipments to the United States from Canada, because I know I used to ship something out at least once a month, if not more. And when they came up with this, you have to pay a fee to be able to print out a shipping label. Like, that's yeah, ridiculous. So has anybody from the US tried shipping anything to Canada recently? And if so, what kind of issues are you running into? Just curious to know how that would go. And I don't know, do you guys have like a little app that you have to do stuff with, or? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is Misha Lee saying, another YouTube gal was to send me something from Canada, and she said she just couldn't do it because of fees. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Not only do you have to pay for shipping, but you have to pay outrageous, idiotic fees, which is just one more way for the government, because it's a government app. It's not like you're actually paying anybody to do anything. You're paying this government app a fee to be able to print out a shipping label that you also have to pay for. So, yeah. Yeah, Jennifer's all this tariff stuff is crippling people who are already struggling to survive and making the governments more wealthy off the poor. She has 2 years of mail. Yeah, I don't know that it's really the tariffs that are causing the problem, Jennifer, because tariffs have been a thing for many, many years, and it was just recently that Canada, or the U.S. started charging tariffs on all these countries that have been charging tariffs on the United States for many, many years. But it's still the governments that are screwing around and doing this. If the governments could, there are countries in the world who now have zero tariffs because they have lifted their tariffs off of the United States, and so the United States have lifted their tariffs off of these countries. So it's kind of a reciprocal thing. And yes, definitely a good reason to buy local, which I love that. Finally be sent. Oh, she's getting mail. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she says her mail from the U.S. will finally be here in a week or so, and she'll know then how ridiculous it is to send from the U.S. to Canada. Apparently, Costco memberships give you up to 70% off FedEx, UPS, and Purolator. So she'll know soon if it works. Oh, that'll be interesting. That will be interesting. Like, I don't know, is Amazon in? That's Costco, but is Amazon still offering free shipping up in Canada? Do you use Amazon, Jennifer? and only a supporter to many channels. That is what we all need, Beverly, are more and more supporters, for sure. And yes, buying and haven't had any problem with Amazon. So, well, Amazon also, they have warehouses in Canada because Amazon.ca is a whole different thing from Amazon.com. In case you don't know, you actually have to have, if you live in Canada, you have to have an account for Amazon.ca. And it's weird, you can still ship things to the United States from your Amazon.ca account. I wonder what's going on with that now. I haven't tried shipping anything anywhere other than to myself from my Amazon account lately. But I have in the past sent gifts. I wonder if it's the same kind of thing when you run into it that way. Interesting. The things that we run into. Only people could get along. That would be so much better. But apparently that is not to be. So we're loving living in Oregon, although we have run into a few awful things down here, not having to do with Oregon or the United States, but having to do with our house and how poorly it was actually taken care of in our absence. We had a property management company, and they were, quote unquote, inspecting the house every year. But I don't know if they were inspecting with blinders on or what they were doing. But we have to have mold remediation done, mold and mildew that were in the attic and the crawl space. So obviously nobody has been up in the attic or the crawl space for years. Our renters didn't bother to mention it, although they had stuff stored in both of those things. Yeah, but they weren't. And so now we have what our first estimate for it is over $11,000, which I don't have $11,000 hanging around that I can just pull out of my bank account and pay to have this remediation done. Can't go through our insurance because it's actually classified as a neglect thing because it's something that should have been picked up 10 or 11 years ago, and it wasn't. So, yeah, so there is that. And one of the reasons that I need to get something going on with my channel, and I need to do a poll and find out what you guys would like to see from me, whether you want me to go back into doing the Techie Tuesdays, if you like doing the just like let's hang out and chat. I'll put that on my community channel so you guys can have a. I'm wondering about that, whether or not we can sue the management company for at least part of that, because they were supposed to be taking care of it, and they were, they were charging us every year for coming and doing an inspection. And yeah, obviously they weren't inspecting anything. Something for everyone. Jennifer says, just do it all. Something for everybody. So I am going to be going live more often, and I'll try to have things that I can talk about and think about. And I might share sometimes my screen, or, if I'm doing some graphic design or some kind of stuff, because people seem to like watching that. And maybe just hanging out. Like I said, I don't much care for this streaming platform. I don't know that I'll use it again. There's a few others that I want to try. I know I won't go back to StreamYard, although I may use the free version of that. I can't afford the paid for version to get all the bells and whistles. And if I am going to be doing lives on a regular basis, I kind of like bells and whistles. So I'll be shopping around. If you guys have any live streaming platforms that you recommend, be sure to let me know, because I would like to try them all before I decide on something. I think the next one I'm going to try is EvMux. think that's how you say it, but yeah, Akuna Matata, yeah. They charged you for services they didn't provide and causing compounding damages that kept escalating and resulting in financial fees. Yeah, maybe I need to talk to an attorney about that. I've thought about that. I thought about trying to make an insurance claim on it. But when I look through what our insurance covers and stuff, one of the things it definitely does not cover is mold and mildew, because that is preventable damage if you actually take care of things. So I might have Mom contact the management and her attorney and just ask them what's going on with that. So here's another thing that I'm noticing is that the chat overlay that is, I'm just going to hide that. Might as well just get rid of it because it's way behind, like way behind on chat. So yeah, there is that. I'll just put me up. It's only going to be, we only have not quite 4 more minutes left in this half-hour live stream. Try Restream and Evmux. Yes, I've got. I don't know that I've ever tried Restream. I know that the girls use it sometimes for their survival seeds stuff. Restream, and I've already got an Evmux account, so I'll test that out. Yeah, I've thought about that, whether or not to sue the property management company because they let us down big time. We were expecting good service, and we obviously did not get that. Looking at the condition of the house, like one of the things, I'll take a picture of the heaters. So we have wall heaters in all the rooms, and you just have to dust them off once in a while. They are caked on with black grime, these little grates, and like they're disgusting. And it's because the renters never cleaned them, which in and itself is a problem. But the fact that the property management company came in and inspected them every year and didn't notice that they were getting dirtier and grimier, and like, because it's on a heater, it bakes it on, and so like we can't even take the grates off and clean them and scrub them clean. They won't scrub clean because the stuff is baked into the grates, so we have to have them all replaced. So there's another thing that our management company has let us down with. Anyway, you guys didn't come here just to listen to me whine, I'm sure, but I'm doing it anyway. But yeah. Yeah, we've been going through, we've had an inspection done, and he pointed out a lot of the stuff. He climbed over everything, and there's stuff on the outside, there's stuff on the inside, there's siding that is rotting away that they've done nothing about. There's the threshold in the garage that has peeled away and is rotting and is leaking into the garage. It's just ridiculous. For having a property. I mean, I suppose it's our own fault. We should have made trips down here and come down here and checked on our property and, maybe done a proper inspection, but we trusted our management company and they did not do the job. So anyway, my stream is going to automatically end in 1 minute. So, which is also something I don't care about for this software, this LiveReacting Studio. If you were thinking about giving it a try, maybe it's different with the paid version, but I'm getting kicked out after a half hour. I didn't mind some of the other ones give you, like 8 hours or 15 hours a month to do things. But this gives you, now we're down to 13 seconds. So I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for coming in, hanging out with me for a little bit, listening to me whine and complain. Oh dear. Okay.